How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Ruffle Rowlett and welcome back to a brand new video. So at the time I'm recording this, I've actually moved out of my home country and actually, well, not really. I moved back to my home country, so things are a little bit weird. The uploads may be a little bit inconsistent for a while, but that shouldn't matter because we are back with some rumors. There's actually going to be two of these we're going to cover in this video. One of them is a really short one, kind of a strange one to be frankly honest with you, and the second one is slightly longer with a little bit more intriguing information to say the least. But yeah, we're going to go through the first one though, which was posted on 4chan, actually I think on the 21st, so let's get into it. So the rumor starts off with this: Gen 4 remix and Let's Go Johto cancelled soz. Now, of course, this one seems to be a joke and kind of memey and funny and just trying to be essentially a joke at the end of the day, right? So here's what he says: when I kept seeing the fake leaks, I thought it was about time to clean out the back of the fridge. So here we go. The reason you haven't seen the Gen 4 remix is due to both the COVID pandemic and quality concerns from I guess Sword and Shield. The Gen 4 remix will be called Time Diamond and Space Pearl. It will have a darker story. Think of it as the Majora's Mask of Pokemon, alright? That sounds fair enough. Team Galactic is trying to harness the power of the Creation Trio to rule the universe. It's up to you to stop them. The post-game will have the Battle Frontier along with a post-game quest involving Gigantamax Pokemon, I guess. Here you can get the Gigantamax forms of the final evolved forms of the Gen 4 starters, along with those of the Creation Trio and Arceus. Now, I'll be honest with you, this sounds a little bit insane and not really feasible, I guess. I mean, it seems a bit odd, but it continues on though. Mega Evolution will return. Ooh, okay, that's where you lose me, okay? See, I don't know why, but it feels like Game Freak just hates Megas. It just feels like it's one of those things where they just don't like that feature anymore, hence why we haven't seen it really. But with the addition of like Megas in the Pokemon Journeys anime, anything could happen, actually. So the Stars will get Megas along with a few Sinnoh and Galarian Pokemon. There'll be no Sinnoh forms. That's fair enough. I can see that, you know, being the case. The weather system and wild areas have been greatly improved along with a bump up in the graphics department. Let's Go Johto was planned, but unfortunately cancelled as Game Freak wants to focus on more on the Crown Tundra and the Gen 9 games. That's all, folks. Now, I don't know if they would cancel that game just for the Crown Tundra as well as for, I mean, I guess Gen 9. It seems a bit odd that they would do that. I mean, also, their, like, studio has grown a lot recently. They've actually gotten a lot more employees, so it seems a bit odd that they would then just drop a project like that. That's an easy moneymaker, you know? But that's the first rumor, though, so let's jump over to the second one right now. At the end, we'll discuss both of them in more, you know, like, in-depth. So let's get into that, shall we? So, the next rumor here is also a Crown Tundra related type of deal. So, it starts off like this: Crown Tundra leak, release date November 18th. We've seen this one before. I think that is actually a Wednesday, is November 18th. I might be wrong, I'm not sure. He says though, Peony is Chairman Rise's brother. We already know this. Peony's Johto is your rival, and her ace is Galarian Slowking. Repetitive. Version exclusive include, okay, so Sword, Elekid line, ooh, okay, Bagon line, Gible line, Raikou, Ho-Oh, Latios, Groudon, Dialga, Tornadus, Reshiram, Xerneas, Solgaleo, Buzzle, Kartana, Blacephalon, as well as the White Horse Pokemon, which of course is the code name, like is literally translated to White Horse and Black Horse, is a code name of two Pokemon. Shield, Magby line, Beldum line, Dratini line, Entei, Lugia, Latias, Kyogre, Palkia, Thundurus, Zekrom, Yveltal, Lunala, Formosa, Celesteela, Stakataka, and a Black Horse Pokemon. Version exclusive fossils include the Sword has got Dome, Claw, Plume, as well as Jaw, and then Shield's got Helix, Root, as well as Cover and Sail. Old Amber can be obtained in both. That's fair enough. Alright, thank you for that one. Regirock, Regice, as well as Registeel get new signature moves, and no more new Galarian forms. Well, we kind of already know this based on the data mines. There's not going to be any brand new ones, but whatever. You get a new charm item after completing the Crown Tundra Dex. I wonder what it's going to do though. And it says Kanto forms of the legendary birds can only be transferred through home. Okay, but what other way would you transfer them, though? I'm kind of curious. Oh, whatever. Post-game tasks. Okay, this is interesting. So, Peony and Peony's Daughter can be rematched once per day. Repetitive, we've seen that before. Galarian Star Tournament available. That's fair enough. What do you kind of know that? It's officially a thing. Event which lets you catch 4 Swords of Justice, which can be shiny hunted. Again, info we've seen. And then new max item, similar to the max mushrooms and max honey, appears in the Crown Tundra. It is the main ingredient for a max soup, which allows Melmetal as to Gigantamax. 5 of them are required, so I guess basically max, you know, mushrooms or whatever. Just kind of similar thing to we already have, and that's all for now. So that's basically what this guy had to say. Again, I'll be honest with you, I don't really know. It seems highly repetitive. This is the thing I've noticed with these recent rumors. There's a lot of repetitive stuff, and that's because I guess there's a lack of actual things that could happen in Crown Tundra, because most of the stuff has already been data mined. So now let's jump back to the first rumor and kind of discuss that as well as the second one. So let's get into more discussion mode on this. So, the first rumor is, I'm gonna be honest with you, just kind of ridiculous. I mean, it mentions a lot of weird stuff here. Like, for example, I don't see why they would cancel a full game like Let's Go Johto, why they would cancel that for the sake of, like, a DLC, as well as, like, Gen 9, which is so far into the future at this point, like, in our current situation, due to, definitely delays due to the whole, whole thing happening in the world. So I'm just kind of thinking, what does this actually mean? Like, what kind of effect does this actually have on, them canceling, like, a full-on game? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I think due to the fact that, like, Let's Go Peach, Let's Go Eevee sold about 10 to 11 million copies, which is still good, right? It's really good. I don't see why they wouldn't try that with Johto as well, which definitely could pull in, anywhere between, 5, 6, 7 million copies sold as well, like, guaranteed, especially if you make crossovers between Pokemon Go, Sword and Shield, etc., like Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee. If you make crossovers and give people a reason to actually buy the games more, like, they will do it. I mean, I'm a Johto fan, so I wouldn't mind it. I mean, do I want them to sully the memory I have of Johto from Heart Gold Soul Silver? No, but, I mean, am I fine with them doing another Let's Go game? I mean, as long as they make it better than the first one and actually add more content, I'm on board for anything, but I just want them to remove the catching mechanic, throwing the Pokeballs. That was awful. Everything else about Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee was actually pretty decent. Like the mountable Pokemon, like being able to like fly on like Charizard or like like stuff like that, or like literally like attach yourself to like Snorlax and have him as a mount as well. It's like it was pretty cool, right? It was really awesome in the game to do these things. But the problem is though, everything else, there was a lack of post-game like features. I guess in the post-game there was lack of that. There was also a lack of really any additions of new things. It was just kind of very streamlined, very lackluster, very much like baby's first Pokemon, right? That's kind of what it was. But here's the thing though, Pokemon's always been for children, so them making a game that's aimed even more at children just doesn't really make sense. And that was, I mean, it was so odd when they kind of explained that. And when they said Sword and Shield was going to be like the big boy game, it was just, now that we have it, well, it is what it is. It is what it is, So what else do we have to say? Well, honestly, mate, when I'm looking at the first rumor here, there's really not much else to input towards it. What we see here is kind of fair enough, but I don't know, it's a little bit odd with the whole like Creation 3.0 and Arceus and all these things. It's just a little bit all over the place. But I mean, hey, anything is possible, man. We've seen some weirder and stranger rumors turn out to be real, so you never know. And then for the second rumor though, right, like the second one, it's just a lot of highly repetitive stuff. The only thing is kind of like different here is I guess the, actually not even that, like the signature moves for the Regis, I think we've seen that as well. No more new Galarian forms though, that already makes sense. I mean, most of the stuff here is just kind of stuff we've already seen. So I think the first one, actually, even though it's crazier, kind of has to, in my mind, a higher chance of being real, whereas the second one to me feels like the more unlikely one to be real. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be pretty much the end of the video. So, cheers for watching the video, guys. If you did enjoy, drop a like down below, make sure to subscribe for future videos, and I will catch you on the next one. Also, please check out my other content, as there is a lot of videos I've been putting out recently, like, for example, the Ghost Girls of Pokemon. I've been promoting that one like crazy because I love that video. I put a lot of time and effort into it, so please check it out, give it some love. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and bye-bye, ladies and gentlemen.